Hi everybody, I'm Melissa. Welcome to CloudMom.com. Today we're talking about kids and constipation. We sort of pride ourselves around here with covering issues that can be a little bit uncomfortable for all of us moms. So today I'm going to share some of my own family's experiences when it comes to kids and constipation. I'm going to try not to embarrass any of my kids too much, but I think it's a really, really important issue, and you do hear a lot now about issues developing with kids who become constipated, who are trying to hold it in too much or have different kind of issues related to going to the bathroom. So I think it's a really important thing you have to deal with as a mom. Post-potty training, by the way. I'm not talking about babies and constipation. I actually covered that in another show, okay? So kids and constipation, this is really about my family's experience. I mean, in my family, we have had issues with kids getting constipated when we were traveling, when we were going to my mom's, or when they started a new school, or there was some change. And I found that sometimes they would have a tendency to like get nervous and hold it in and try to prevent themselves from going to the bathroom. Now, anyway, so, or when their diet changed, for example, we were on vacation once and one of my kids got constipated. So just talk a little bit about my house. I mean, it's kind of a funny thing. I try not to like get too involved because I want them to have a little bit of their own independence, but I do try to keep a little bit of a loose track on who went to the bathroom. So I'll say, you know, did you make a poopy today? Because otherwise, especially with my boys, I find they like never want to sit on the potty. And I don't think that's good because I don't think it's healthy because I want them to have a like, you know, regular bowel movements. So anyway, so I try to get them to sit. During the school weekend can be hard, but if I can, I try to get them to sit on the potty before they go to school for a couple minutes, and then either before or after dinner to sit on the potty just for a couple minutes as a way of routine, because I swear to God, with some of my boys, otherwise then they would like never go, okay? So that I find to be really, really helpful, and I try myself to keep a little bit of loose sort of track of all this when it comes to the littler kids. Okay, sorry, looking at my notes here, but some of the other things I try to do, I find that they really help. Water, tons of water, especially a big bottle of water after school, I think can be really, really helpful. I try not to do it too late in the day because then they can be up at night peeing. High fiber foods, we try to do whole grain cereal, we try to opt for whole grain breads, lots of fruits, lots of veggies. And again, it's whenever we break out of that routine that I can see that my kids can get some issues with getting constipated. One of my kids has had a more serious issue, and I did talk to the doctor about it, and he takes half a capful of Miralax in orange juice, you know, during those periods of time. This has been a bit of a controversial thing, by the way. Some doctors and some parents feel that Miralax is getting overprescribed and that there are other things you can do with water and diet and habits, such as what I'm trying to describe here in my house, to prevent constipation from happening or to help kids develop like healthy, you know, habits when it comes to going to the bathroom. So anyway, keep that in mind when it comes to Miralax. And I'm actually going to link on the blog to a really, really great entry from the Motherload blog on the New York Times on this issue that I found to be really interesting, and I think you will too. You will also. If you've dealt with having kids that get constipated, and there's certain things that have worked for you and certain things that you found out, please share your experiences on this blog on CloudMom.com. I'd love to hear them, as well as I'm sure with other moms. So thank you so much for watching. Just checking my notes to see if I have anything else. No, I think that's it. Tune in soon for some other really exciting shows from CloudMom.com, and I hope you guys like my new little HD set here at home. I've been editing my own videos, filming my own videos in HD for the first time, so hope that you like them. Hope to see you again. Thanks so much for watching.